had a meeting with my employer at the time, and I said, dude, this is what I want to do. I'm create my own company. I want to let go of the managing their cash flow and just basically I'll stay on and just as a vendor to them, and so to just basically just take care of their financial accounting, take care of their upper level accounting, which is making sure the books are balanced and working with the tax and bank people, maintaining the tax relationship and business relationship with the banks, and I started my own business, and off I go. And the biggest reason why I decided to do that, there was two reasons. Number one reason was as a single person still, because I'm still single. I knew, because my daughter was now 18, 19 years old, and I was going to lose my single head of household status, and I was not going to be able to have her as a tax deduction anymore, because now she's 18 and she's out of the elementary education or whatever, and so I no longer had a deduction for her. So I lost that in my taxes, and I didn't get married, of course. I always thought, well, I'll just get married and then I'll have a married tax bracket. But as I've experienced watching accounting, or watching people in their with their taxes, and I worked for H&R Block for a while too during that time, I saw what the tax did to the single people. Oh my gosh, rape! Talk about being raped by the government. Okay, single tax bracket, it kills you. And I mean, they're taking what, 25%? I don't know the exact number, but way more than they need to. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, I mean, it's almost like the tax system keeps people in poverty, really, based on the tax bracket and the tax liability that we have, and it basically keeps people in poverty. There's multiple things that keep them in poverty, but that is one of them, in my opinion, in my belief at the moment. So, so the next thing was, so that's why I started the business. So I had a better tax bracket, and it's been so much fun, because almost every word out of my mouth now is, well, I can write that off. Well, I can write that off. Well, I can write that off. So the second biggest reason why I wanted to do it is because I wanted to be able to get out to people like you, to entrepreneurs who wanted to create financial stability for their family. They are out there providing for their family, and they want to have this financial security in their life through the work that they're doing and doing that, but they didn't know exactly how to handle the accounting portion of their business. They didn't know that business part. And what I know about your accounting is that it is fundamentally imperative that fundamentally imperative that your foundation of your business financially is set up accurately right from the get-go. You will save so much money in just that first year by knowing exactly what your accounting looks like, what your money looks like. There are so many benefits, and I get to list all the different benefits of having your accounting system set up straight up, right up from the get-go. And then you are able to know what choices to make, what things to do different in your business, how to what changes or what changes you would make in your business, and what changes you would make in your business, what course corrections you can make, where you can look at through an analysis of your financials, we can look at ways or places where you can cut some expenses or cut some costs. I can also make sure that you're getting all the expenses you're supposed to be having on there. And there's tons of benefits, and I get to list those benefits, and this is just a rehearsal thing. So as I will continue to finish this and get it perfect, I will have that set. So anyway, okay, enough said about that. But then it got to a point where I was getting too busy and I was just doing the accounting. I mean, I'm just accounting. And I wanted this to get out. I knew I could just feel it, that it gets to go out bigger, wider, bigger than where I was at. That it was time to get the information out for these businesses so that you guys, so the beautiful healers that you are, the beautiful people that you are, can go out and create this message, create the passion, create the healing that so desperately gets to be created here on this earth at this time. So that you can do what you want to do in financial greatness, in financial power, in power with your financial and your relationship with your money, and you can go forward and create this healing in your communities, in your homes, in your personal life, and in your relationships with everybody else in the world, and take that out, knowing that you're not in power, creating it in power, without the stress and the over worried burden of, oh my gosh, my accounting, and oh my gosh, the IRS, and oh my gosh, I hope I have this, and I hope I have that, and I hope I have enough money, this, and I mean, how much time do you spend worrying about that? I mean, if you were to take a day, let's schedule a day out and say, okay, how many times in that day did you worry about your money? How many times in that day did you spend thinking about, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay this bill? I wonder when I got to pay this bill. I wonder if they're going to call me. I wonder if they're going to call me and collect on that thing. I wonder if I should have paid that thing. I wonder how much money I'm making. I'm wondering if I'm making any money at all in my company. I wonder what the heck that pile of bills over there has got in there. What secrets, and oh my gosh, is it going to be doomed? And oh my gosh, am I going to jail because the IRS knows I haven't paid my taxes for the last 3 years? I mean, what's going to happen? I mean, there are so many things that go through everybody's mind, and I'm just wondering, how much of that time during your day do you spend worrying about that? I mean, is that really what you want to be focusing on, is spending that? Say if you took all those thoughts and added them all up together and you had 2 whole hours within a day that you actually, the thoughts had come and the energy of horrible money issues. Hi, working on my video that I'm going to do for Garrett Gunderson. Oh shit, I got to get their names right. Garrett J. White and... I got to get their names right, man. I can't be on stage and not know what their names are. Garrett J. White, and Gerald Rogers. Ugh. Gerald Rogers. So I'm working on my presentation. Say hi, everybody. It's Casey. Say hi, Casey. Aw, she ran away. She decided she didn't want to be on camera. I'm sitting on camera without even a bra on, so I think she could say. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so how much time do you spend in a day worrying about that money? And wouldn't you rather be putting that 2 hours, that thought energy, that energy of thought in positive, creative thought mode into your business, into your life, into your relationships, into your health, and creating something completely, I mean, or you like walking around like Igor, my accounting isn't, oh, here, come this way, my accounting sucks, what I've been thinking of really is that, heck, accounting is like, running your business without having your accounting in line is like driving a car with a flat tire. Okay, who has had a flat tire? Have you ever had a flat tire? Okay, so you know what it's like when you had to. Now, how long did you drive? Who had to drive the longest without their with their tire flat? I want to hear good flat tire stories. Anybody got one? Let's hear a flat tire story. So, yeah. Okay, so what happens? He's driving down the road. He gets a flat tire. Oh my gosh, what's they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What's she gonna do? They don't know how to change the tire. They just think, oh, I'll just forget the tire. I just don't ignore it and I'll just keep going. Blah, blah, blah. And so they're going along. And pretty soon, they're shutting the whole outside protection of the wheel. It's completely going down, all the way down. And then they're like, oh, it's a flat tire. oh, I could probably keep going. So off they go. Or, oh, I can probably keep going. If it's a man or a guy, it could be either one, or a woman. Keep going with the flat tire. And they can't get the flat tire. And then, after all of the padding of it is completely gone, you know, that's down to the rims. And what's happening when it's hitting the rims? The wheels hitting the rim, boom, 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 and all these sparks keep flying off. You know, and that's your money sparking. And each time the spark goes, there goes your money. That's called late payments. That's called higher interest rates. Those sparks are burning up your money. I mean, you might as well just take your money and just, you know, take it out of your pocket right now and just throw it out the window. You know, I mean, is essentially what's happening there. And so you're going here and you're creating all these sparks, and then all of a sudden that rim falls off. And you don't even have a rim that you're even on anymore. Now you're on that little peg thing, and you're basically hanging out the window like this, you know, in your car as you're going, and you're trying to drive. Are you picturing this? Are you getting this? Are you picturing this? Are you getting this? And yeah, and you're going, what happened? Oh my gosh, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. You didn't pay attention to your accounting. You didn't pay attention to that wheel back there that is supporting you, that's giving you that foundation to roll your car forward. It's not an evil entity. It's an essential entity. It's not an evil, horrible, scary entity. It's an essential entity. It's an essential part of your business. It's an essential part of your car rolling nice and evenly and perfectly, financially, creatively, abundantly. And I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens when you have your car running. You know, every once in a while, yeah, you got to put some air in each one of them, and you do some more training, you do some more educating, and you do it. You just do it. You just go get your tire changed. One of the things I liked about that I heard this thing today. The guy wrote toilet paper marketing, toilet paper something, toilet paper entrepreneur. I got to get the guy's name down. What did he say? He said, hold on. Oh, that's the wrong book. Oh no, there it is. Oh yeah, the toilet paper entrepreneur, Mike calls it, and he was like, the reason why he called it the toilet paper, and he had a little picture on the top, on the front of his book. He's got a roll of toilet paper, a little dangling down thing like that, and he said, the reason why he decided to call it the toilet paper entrepreneur is because he, what do you do when you're sitting there and all you got is this tiny little square of toilet paper? Do you get more toilet paper? Yeah, you do. Most people will get up and will figure out a way to get some more toilet paper. And ultimately, as entrepreneurs, we get to always be looking how to get more toilet paper, how to get more money. This is going to be a constant thing. And we can either choose to have that constant thing be a struggle for us, and we can choose to create, we can choose to continue to we can choose to continue to ignore the issue, and we can continue to live in, and we can continue to choose to live in stress and anxiety and worry about it, or we can choose to educate ourselves and learn about it and create a healthy financial relationship with their money.